Hey, everybody, good morning and welcome to the Plant Based Morning Show. We're back. It's Tuesday, August 13th. Nice little 2-week break almost for me and Doug, thanks to his vacation coming at the end of a week when I got sick. So we missed a substantial amount of shows. But anyway, we're back. I didn't set the title correctly, so I'm going to do that now. Doug, how are you doing and how was your vacation?
Matt, I'm doing well. I hope that you're feeling better. We haven't actually spoken, I don't think, since 2 weeks ago. So yeah, hope you're doing well. Vacation was great. It was much needed, honestly, and really good family time. Lots of beach time. Took the train up to Boston. Did the whole it's a very northeast New England vacation. Good vibes.
Yeah, you get some Dunkin'?
I did get some Dunkin'. Yeah, a couple times. Went up there. You gotta get that Dunkin'.
Right. Well, that's good. Catch a Sox game?
I didn't. My brother-in-law did the day we left.
Okay.
He came up first or went out to a Sox game, but I did not do that. Watched lots of Olympics, drank lots of Narragansett beer, and ate several Impossible burgers while at seafood restaurants because that's the only thing they had. And yeah, very good. It was very nice.
Well, I mean, it's good they had that. Usually, seafood restaurants have like nothing. I would say they're like the hardest restaurant to find food in because they usually don't make the effort. I think because they just assume everybody, even if you don't eat meat, you still eat fish. So they'll just keep putting seafood on the menu.
Yeah,
that's good.
That used to be the case where we were in Rhode Island, or where we stay in Rhode Island. But I don't know. It seems to be changing. Most of them seem to have a good, at least some sort of veggie burger. But shout out to one of the coolest vegan spots ever is a place called Crazy Burger. It does a whole bunch of burgers, non-vegan burgers, but then they also make several different types of vegan burgers, like homemade vegan patties. Very good.
That is very nice.
No impossible stuff there. All homemade, all delicious.
Yeah, good. All right, good. Glad to hear it. Well, I kind of petered out on the Olympics. I don't know. It just sort of never occurred to me when it was done. Is it still going on? I don't know.
No,
I went and got a haircut the other day and saw a bit of breakdancing, and I thought, what has the Olympics come to? And then that was it. That was the last event that I saw or even knew of. Oh, no, I guess I heard of a soccer game happening.
We did. We watched every day. We watched the primetime stuff pretty much every night. Lots of track and field, breasted gymnastics, some some other random stuff like basketball or soccer. I don't know. I just was super into it all year this year, and I don't know. On the way home,
I was ready to say this is, I think, the worst Olympics I've ever seen. Like the least entertained I've ever been by the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, and I watched a substantial amount the first week of it, and I don't know, nothing grabbed me. It just wasn't. I just
interesting. I see. I had the exact opposite experience. For the first time in a few Olympics, I was really captivated by this one. We were in the airport on the way home, and during the France-USA men's basketball gold medal game, and it was super cool. It was one of those times that has maybe only happened once for me before, which was like during a World Cup game where everybody, who's not like actively trying to get on an airplane is around all the bars watching the game.
Oh, wow.
And so not everybody who's eating, you're just like standing out in the middle of the walkway or whatever watching the game. It was one of those. I don't know. It was cool to see everybody kind of come together for this game.
I couldn't tell you who won. I didn't know that even really happened. That was Team USA basketball, like men's dream team situation.
Yeah.
And did we win the gold?
We did.
Okay.
Steph Curry drained a couple threes in the last final minutes. He's exciting.
Good. All right. Glad to hear it. All right. Well, we'll get to our show here pretty soon. I didn't do a whole lot of anything. I got sick, and it turned out to be COVID. The first time I've ever tested positive for COVID was after about 5 days of being sick, and I just figured something was up. I wasn't tasting foods correctly and all that, so then I just took a test. I don't know why. I don't know why you need to test these days. No one cares. But I did. Wanted to know that I got it at least once. So I did, and just hung around still. I don't know, kind of what is that long COVID? What's long COVID, Doug? Do you know?
Long COVID is much longer than a week.
Not like 10
Yeah,
days
it's
or
like
something.
months.
Okay, so this wouldn't call it long COVID yet, but I had a little bit of a lingering cough, but
Yeah, no, I
otherwise,
think that's pretty standard.
normal COVID. Okay. All right, good. That's all I got. Not much else new.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
let's jump into
Well-
our weather report. We do have some fun stuff today. Not a lot of people here live. I got to hook up the Twitter again, figure that out, which means paying for it. But people who are here, who's checked in anyway, is Britters, Kate, Kelly K, KDC, Phyllis Hauser, and Stephen Dunn just this second stepped in. Oh, I will say, since Stephen's here, I went and saw Real Madrid play against Chelsea. That was fun. I saw that soccer game. Holden and I were both kind of sick, but managed to go out and watch it. And because I had gotten tickets for his birthday months ago, they played in Charlotte. So we did that. That was a really good time. It was fun to see that European soccer on the
What was the crowd like?
The crowd was it was a pretty full stadium. They opened the top deck up as well. So pretty full, not entirely full. And it was, I would say, 90% Real Madrid fans.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. A little surprising because I think there's a lot of people love the Premier League, English Premier League in the United States. But I don't know if there's a large Hispanic population or Latino population in Charlotte, but there is among people I hang out with because it's a soccer crowd. So I was always assumed that that's a Charlotte feature, and not just who we are self-selecting to hang out with. But anyway, in this case, it was all Real Madrid, which is, Real Madrid tends to be the Latinos rooting for them more than the English.
Who did you root for?
Real Madrid. That's Holden's favorite team. Used to be my favorite team when I was a kid in my Spain days. So that's who we like.
And are these just exhibition games? Like, they don't mean anything.
Yeah. The summer tours are just friendlies. And a bunch of the big European clubs come play each other over here, and it's cool. And they bring most of the top players. Not everybody. Mbappe wasn't there. He's the new acquisition, big superstar player. But most of the others were, and it was cool to see him for sure. Fun, very different to watch than MLS.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Nice. Very cool.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get to our weather report here, and then we'll jump into a couple quick articles. Reminder: we're trying to be in the half-hour range for these shows nowadays. Not trying to drag them out too long. So here we go. Not too much serious news, mostly kind of celebrities and fun stuff. But the one serious bit there is that the British Veterinary Association ended its long-standing opposition to plant-based diets for dogs, providing that those diets are nutritionally sound. This is from Plant-Based News, by the way, which a lot of these articles, after our 2-week break, I was found all kinds of good stuff from Plant-Based News. They're doing a good job over there of reporting on just, to me, interesting topics that aren't so down the vegan rabbit hole that nobody cares, but are kind of mainstream interest. So anyway, good job, Plant-Based News. In this case, in their reporting on the British Veterinary Association, the BVA, they point out that the BVA, they're not saying it's a great diet. They say it's possible to feed the dogs a plant-based diet. And they say guardians should be aware of ensuring these diets meet nutritional needs. They mentioned growing body of evidence, talking about environmental benefits as well. And I guess in general, there's a little bit of a trend now in the BVA based on their other statements they've made. They're saying they're not recommending a single best diet anymore. It's more about they're trying to make correct or diets fit within the owner's lifestyle needs, and I guess being open to diets that do that.
What are a dog's nutritional needs? Any idea?
No, I don't know. I mean, you look at the packages and it says crude protein, crude fat. I don't know if crude carbohydrate is listed. I don't even know what crude is. Why is it always crude for the animals?
Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, crude.
But do they need more? Do they need more of anything than humans do? Or if you just ate a human diet, would you? I
mean, my guess, since dogs are related somehow to wolves, I'm guessing they should have more protein than humans, but I don't honestly know at all. I have to imagine a dog in the wild is going to eat more protein than a human in the wild. A little bit, I don't really know. Just because a lot of dogs don't really want vegetables very much when you try to give them to them. Crude means raw in like some other languages, like crudo means raw. So maybe it means raw when they talk about crude protein. I don't know. But anyway, a lot of people make their dogs food at home and just give their dogs the food that they are eating, or something, maybe not quite that, but they make it at home. And so I don't know. I feel like dogs are pretty adaptable.
Yeah,
but you should do your own research before you feed your dog. All right, so there's that one. Now for the fun stuff. Ariana Grande, the most recent vegan guest on Hot Ones, after Lewis Hamilton was, and then Billie Eilish was on that other one, whatever that chicken date thing was, chicken shack date or something. In this case, Ariana ate the vegan wings. She said she's plant-based, and we've known she's plant-based since at least 2013 when she announced the decision on social media. She did use the term plant-based. I didn't see that she said the word vegan during this appearance, but I didn't watch the appearance, so I don't really know. But anyway, she said, she ate all the hot sauces without any problems at all. Just didn't even flinch at these hot sauces. Said that her family, her nonna, because she's Italian, Sicilian, I believe. She said her nonna still offers her meatballs, and she always has to remind her that she's plant-based. And her brother-in-law is also vegan. She did say vegan there. So we have each other. So that was it. Nothing too crazy, but she I don't know. It's out there these celebs on Hot Ones or other food shows eating vegan. I think it's a good thing. I don't know. It makes it seem like vegan's a little less strange, a little less weird. You can adapt it different ways. So I like to see this.
I wonder. It seems like a high percentage, much higher than 2% of the population of the people who go on Hot Ones are vegan. Much higher, I would say. I wonder what that percentage is, and if it's just because celebrities more like what's the percentage of celebrities that are vegan? I wonder. And is that much higher than?
Probably much higher. I would imagine that's probably like 10%. Yeah. I don't know. But definitely higher. I mean, I only had heard about Lewis Hamilton. I thought that was the news that he was on the show eating vegan things. Are there others that go on this?
Yeah. Several.
I wonder if they always use the same.
These 19 celebrities ate vegan wings on Hot Ones, and this is from this is an old article from Live Kindly.
Okay, that's quite a lot. I would have never thought it was that many. You think they always use the same wings for them, or do they mix it up?
I don't know. They used to use I don't know, ones that you could get at the grocery store that are really bad. Now they look much more like more like wings. Billie Eilish, Natalie Portman, Jeff Goldblum, Weird Al Yankovic, Paul Rudd. I didn't know Paul Rudd was vegan. Russell Brand.
I didn't either. Some big names here.
Kristen Bell. Yeah.
All right, good. Glad to hear it. Spreading the word. Let the people know about this option. Okay, on to the next. Mr. Charlie's place that's out in LA and I think in Australia. I've never been there. I don't know if I ever will go to one unless they expand a lot more. They've got a new burger. It's called the Mr. Royale with cheese. The only thing really newsworthy about it is that they're all excited about the cheese they're using. It's an Impossible Patty, which I think they always use at Mr. Charlie's, which by the way is like the McDonald's spoof almost. All the branding looks very similar to McDonald's, except it's an upside down frowny face instead of a smile on the Happy Meals and stuff. Anyway, the cheese is from Stockeld Dreamery. It's a dairy-free cheese brand, and they do traditional cheese fermentation techniques. And Taylor McKinnon, who's the co-founder and CMO at Mr. Charlie's, said they are delighted to be teaming up with this revolutionary brand. And he said, I think it's a he. I'm not positive. It could be a she. I don't know. Taylor could go either way. It's the Rolls Royce of guilt-free cheese and my favorite product of 24 to date. So this could be that cheese that we are talking about that's coming around the corner, the one that's going to change everybody and say, hey, you can actually have good vegan cheese. Maybe this is it.
Sorry, did you say it was available anywhere outside of Mr. Charlie's?
No. It's available to buy in the LA and San Francisco branches right this very minute.
Okay.
But no, no mention of it being in stores. But you can look that up. Stockeld Dreamery. I'll look that up for you while we do something else, and then I'll let you know.
Nice. That's exciting. Somebody on the Discord said they just went there for the first time and said it was great.
Good. All right. Glad to hear that. All right. Back to some sporting news. They're having a big event called the Big Green Clash in London next month. It's thought to be the first ever eco-focused rugby event. It's a vegan rugby team called the Green Gazelles. They're backed by Heather Mills, Paul McCartney's ex-wife, and founder of that big vegan company. I forget what it's called, but it nearly went bankrupt and then it didn't. She's going to present the Earth Shield to the winning team here. I don't know if the other team is vegan. I'm guessing they're not because they're not mentioned in here. But Heather Mills will be there along with some other celebrities and things. Record-breaking cyclist Kate Strong, who will bike from Wales to London to deliver the match ball. Look at that.
Wow.
That's a long way to go to deliver the match ball. They should have just got sourced the match ball locally, and then they wouldn't have to do that. But I guess if you're cycling, it's okay. No waste except for the risk to the cyclist and any drivers that interact with her. But otherwise, good to go. Anyway, that's it. Big Green Clash.
As a big rugby fan now.
Now you are, right?
That's right. As a huge rugby fan, I would be paying close attention to this.
Okay. And Kate wants to know if it's 7s or is that 15s? They put the 7 in non-Roman numerals and then the 15s in Roman numerals. I don't know. That's what Kate does anyway. Got 15 people on one team. That's a ton. Or is it 15 minutes of games?
Maybe 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm not that big of a rugby fan yet, but I will be after watching this match.
I thought you were from the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm a big rugby 7s fan. I don't know
okay.
I don't know what 15s is.
Okay. Well, I doubt you're going to watch this match. I don't think it's going to be broadcast widely in the U.S. I had to guess. But maybe if you're really committed, you could find a way to get this. All right. Steven wants to know, why does it always need green in the name? Like the Forest Green Rovers. That's the vegan football team. We've covered them a little bit. Yeah, that's a good question. You put green in there, immediately polarizing. Sounds like a climate thing. Sounds like you want other people to have to change what they're doing. I guess you get the same thing if you said vegan in there. But yeah, I don't know. It makes it seem like they're not there to take the sport that seriously. They just want to promote something. And I don't know. That's kind of a problem. Steven says 7s in the UK is rare. But Kate says it looks like they are 7s in this case. 15s is much slower of a game. Steven says 7s look odd, though. So there you go. Rugby
debate.
All right, so there you go. There's your weather report. Some fun stuff. Like I said, good job, Plant-Based News. Most of that is from them. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Doug? Anything else? Should we? Oh no, you know what? I was going to put Impossible. Sorry, into our weather.
Yeah,
report.
this is a big one.
Let's do that as well. Yeah, I had it originally as an article to discuss, but there's not that much to say about it. But here's what it is. They're opening their first brick and mortar concept. Now, before you get too excited, it is a temporary thing. So I don't honestly know quite what the big news is, because they've done stuff at like events and things before where they have a physical spot. They're opening in Uptown Chicago on August 13th, or near Uptown Chicago. It's called Impossible Quality Meats. It's at the X Market Food Hall. We have heard of that before in Chicago. It's this place that I think is an all vegan food hall. And they're there. I don't know how long, but it's apparently not permanent. By the way, I apologize for any noise. There's people blowing grass outside my house, and it's very noisy. But anyway,
it's an all vegan food hall.
Yes, I think the X Market is all vegan.
That actually makes me a little disappointed.
Yeah, because it's not just there for people to choose instead of other burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point, because I was wondering the same thing as I looked at the menu. I was thinking who's gonna go here, and I thought some people you might be in the mood for something plant-based and go get whatever you were gonna get, but just get it here, and you get a different kind of hot dog or bratwurst or whatever. But yes, Vegan Food Hall, X Market, which I think is a great place to go in Chicago. All right, so anyway, here's the scoop on it. By the way, they're partnering with our favorite brand. I'll give you that in just a second, that little bit at the end. But they put the menu out. It looks like to me, they say it's the pork, the beef, and the chicken products all there interacting on the same menu. They've got the nuggets you can get for $10 with fries and a sauce. Kind of expensive for nuggets, but you gotta make money, I guess. They have their buns. They got 3 kinds of regular of Impossible Burger: single, double, or smash burger. Doug, I know you'd be getting that smash, right?
Oh yeah.
Or would you get the double? You'd probably go double.
A double smash.
It's not an option. Can't do that. Maybe not all menu. Maybe possible off menu item.
I mean, gotta go double. What are you getting here? Here, let me throw up the menu.
I'm definitely not going double. I just wouldn't never want 2 of those patties in one thing. It's just too much.
I'm
thinking,
you know what? I'm going smash dog or smash burger with the side of the chili dog.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's more likely what I would do if I were there. Actually, it's not. I probably would get the smash burger and just have that, because I've never had a smash burger that I know of. So I'd get that, but then I'd probably hope to get a bite of somebody's chili dog. That'd be pretty good. They have a bratwurst as well. They have a regular hot dog, which we can't find anywhere in stores. So at least we know now one place we can go get it. And that's Chicago temporarily. And then they got small plates too. Asian style meatballs, impossible beef chili, impossible chili cheese fries. They don't say what kind of cheese they're using. Meatball sliders, nachos, French fries, onion rings. So anyway, it sounds like a fun place. If you were in Chicago, I don't know. If you were at a vegan food hall, is there any chance you'd be going to the Impossible stand, or is that just like Evil Empire kind of situation? You want to support?
I mean,
the
not
local?
Evil Empire, but just probably not just because I can get it everywhere, right? It's not unique.
Yeah, they're not that interesting of a choice.
Right. So probably if I'm at a vegan food hall, I'm doing something different. Except that I will stop by this place for dessert.
Yeah, because they're partnered with Oatly, and it appears to me that Oatly has done zero marketing here, which means I'm happy. I'm in. As long as Oatly doesn't get involved in the marketing of anything, then I can stomach it. There's an Oatly logo under the dessert menu. It says the original Oatly soft serve ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, or swirl. Look at that. 3 basic things, nothing wacky, no pina colada, bar collabs or anything like they did at that one place. Just normal things, which is great. And that to me is what a plant-based ice cream should be doing. So I'm in favor of this particular Oatly collaboration.
I was at a bar in Rhode Island and they had a soft serve machine, free soft serve machine, which I thought was
Free?
fantastic.
It was
Yes,
free?
free.
Ah,
I mean, assuming you were getting drinks, but
right.
yeah,
Right.
Like a serve yourself soft serve machine.
Mhm.
And for just a split second, I got really excited because it was across the street from that very vegan friendly spot, and I was like, maybe they've got the Oatly because it's like everywhere. We're talking about it all the time.
Right.
But no, it's just regular old soft serve.
No.
Very disappointing.
Is that a thing people do? Bars do now have soft serve there for the
No, I'd never seen it before, but I liked it, or I liked the idea of it. Didn't get any.
And you saw people there, like beer in one hand, soft serve in the other.
Mostly kids.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, mostly kids, but yeah, I thought it was a cool idea. I would definitely get some if I.
Yeah, I guess if you'd eaten like another meal and you wanted something to finish, it just seems like a weird thing. Like peanuts at the bar, I can get behind, but soft serve doesn't seem to go. But it does seem like more people are doing soft serve at bars. I don't know why we've seen that a couple times now in this Oatly partnership. We didn't mention the healthy things.
Great.
By the way, real quick, they do have healthy things too. They have salads or wraps. Impossible Chicken Caesar, Impossible Crispy Chicken Southwest. I don't know if that's a wrap or a salad. Oh, you can get either one. And then crispy Asian Impossible Chicken. I mean, so those seem like pretty good options. And then you get a nice healthy lunch. You still get a little bit of Impossible meat in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like it. All right, so you like the whole thing. You're in favor of this.
Well, I'm a little disappointed that it's in a vegan food hall, but I think this is how Impossible should grow. Honestly, I think with the success of places like Slutty Vegan and some other kind of junk food vegan spots, why not? Why not have something like this in a couple key areas that people are talking about, that people want to go to, and like I don't know, just lean into the whole junk food thing.
Yeah, well, that was kind of the theme of the article, and we haven't really talked about that until now that you're bringing it up. Peter McGinnis, their outspoken CEO, says this is all about availability and accessibility. A lot of people think plant-based is like a warm beer or a cold shower, and it's just simply not. I don't know what that really means, but I guess people just think it's not going to be good food, and it kind of is. But he said something else that I liked. He said, we're trying to have a little bit of fun, and at the end of the day, this is burger and hot dogs. I think this whole category has been over-intellectualized and in some cases politicized, and in some cases it's been partisan and it's been very heavy, which is really true. I mean, I don't know if this is going to do anything to get away from that, but like there is all that baggage now when you talk about fake meat. And when I think about fake meat and eating it, like, I don't know. I almost feel like when I choose to do that, like I'm saying to anyone who sees me that like, this is where I stand politically and in the world and all these things. And like, that's not ever what my intention is. Like, I just want to eat this stuff sometimes. So I like this idea that like, let's just not take it so seriously. And like, it's okay. There's a place that has this and you don't have to get it, but it's there if you want it. I don't know. I like this. Let's not take it so seriously, but I don't know if anybody else is going to resonate with that. You can see people protesting outside this thing saying, let us eat our meat.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. but I think this is the way to go. I would like to see Impossible and Beyond and I would like to see them do more of this instead of 5 variations of the same burger.
Right. They did, by the way. They said that this opening is an ode to how Impossible first started in food service, partnering with restaurants like Starbucks, White Castle, and Burger King. So
I
there you
forgot
go.
they were in White Castle. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I didn't know it was. I don't ever really see White Castles. At least I don't notice them.
Yeah. Steven says you can still get the Oatly soft serve at the Amsterdam airport. Have you gotten it, Steven? I'd like to know.
Yeah, that was there. I was there too early to get it that one time that I was in Amsterdam. Yeah, I'd like to try some of that or Oatly soft serve. All right, so there you go. There's the Impossible story, your headline story, and then the last bit. This almost is weather report worthy. Let's just mention it now. It's from Vegan Food and Living. I think Plant-Based News has their own version of the story, but the headline here is world's first vegan gaming company launches vegan Cards Against Humanity, and the game's called Plants Against Veganity. Looks just like the thing except for it's green. But looks like a plant or a Cards Against Humanity box. Subheadline is Making Vegans Fun at Parties Since 2024. And it's a game. The person who made it, Rory Cockshaw is his name. And he says, by the way, he ran 55 kilometers dressed as a Christmas turkey as a way of protest at one point a couple years ago. So he's a runner like you, Doug, and like I have been. Anyway, he's got this game. They've sold 400 of the 500 initial decks in 2 months, which they're saying is a big success. I don't know. The whole thing is like, he says, we're not trying to take it too seriously. We're trying to make fun of the vegans as well. People believe vegans are humorless, inflexible, and often not all that pleasant to be around. But with this, he wants to break that stereotype. And I guess to me, that's kind of the redeeming quality of this. If you're a vegan who has this game, and people see it, and I know it's not all about other people. You might just have it at home and enjoy it, but I have to imagine people who have this are going to want to play it with their non-vegan friends and spread the message, or play it with vegan friends. But you are, I don't know. If you're a vegan who has the game, I'm thinking people are going to see and say, okay, that person's really into this vegan thing. Maybe they're a little out of balance in their life. They're that into their diet that they need to have a game about it. But if they do play, I guess you'd get the idea that like the person can't be too uptight, because a lot of the stuff does make fun of vegans a little bit. I don't know. I read some of the cards, and I don't know if I'm.
I love this so much, Matt. I love it so much because I cannot think of anything less about making vegans fun than a vegan taking a vegan game to a party. Like, that has to be the worst idea.
So you don't actually love this?
Oh no, I love that someone thought this was a good idea.
Okay.
And
if you bring this to a party, it's like bringing the vegan food, and everyone's got to eat your vegan food there. When they might just want to eat the regular thing, but if you bring a game, you got to rope other people into it.
The cards that they show in the example. Here's one of them. The fill in the blank card is I went to vegan camp out, which no one who's non-vegan will know who that is, and most vegans probably still won't know.
Is that a UK thing?
Yeah, it's a UK thing. Yep.
Okay.
It was great being surrounded by so many people who agree with me on blank.
Right.
And then then the cards that you can choose are like spending all day arguing with anti-vegan Facebook trolls, non-violently petrol bombing slaughterhouses. You know, I mean, like these.
Right. And exterminating all predators. Right. Like, so like these don't seem like jokes that are making fun of vegans, right? That seems like, right. Yeah. I read those too. And I thought I don't know if this is very self-deprecating as they claim it is. And then there's a hashtag not a game on each card, which to me is another ominous little note that sounds like this isn't just about a fun game. And I get it. The diet isn't all about having fun, right? And junk food. It's about making change. I get that. But if you're going to play a game at a party, typically that is the time to just, I think, play the game. So yeah, I don't know. I can't say I'm on board with this one at all. I don't even like regular Cards Against Humanity.
I hate that game. It was fun the very first time I played it because it was so crazy, you know.
Right. It was shocking
and like edgy, shocking. But then after that, it's so boring. It's because I mean it's just not funny anymore. You know, you know what to expect and everything like that. And they get it wrong here. I mean, this is not edgy, right? I mean, like what makes Cards Against Humanity fun the first time is that it's
Mhm.
so edgy and outlandish, and like this is not that, and you definitely have to be a vegan to understand half of that stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's absolutely hilarious that this is the solution for making vegans fun at a party. So I'm not trying to poop on someone's business and someone who I'm sure is doing good work and doing good things. But I'm kind of doing that because I think it's just a really bad idea.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm glad they've sold 400 copies of this. I like small businesses, I like small vegan businesses. But yeah, I wouldn't be very enthralled with this game. I wouldn't buy this game. I wouldn't. Honestly, I don't think I'd like the person who brought it to a party anymore. I would say you're not like me. You're different kind of vegan, and that's fine. But your way of spreading this message is different than mine.
Yes.
All right. So there we go. Steven points out that the point of the original game is to be unethical in funny ways. And I don't know. I guess that's the point. Like, what? Because your answers that you give would be unethical answers. I guess so. Yeah, that's right. And you try to make it in a way that's not just gross, but kind of funny as well.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, we've only seen one card, one prompt, and 3 answers. Maybe this gets
Yeah,
better.
maybe it's
Maybe
better.
whoever set up this photo, was a particularly militant vegan and got the wrong idea. I don't know. So yeah, Doug, if Rory wanted to send you a free copy of this game, would you accept and give it a whirl, or would
No,
you say
I would
don't?
not. I would. I would not.
Not with your girls. You don't want a little family game night,
No.
or on taco night. Bring it out. Thirsty Thursday.
No, but I would not. It would be a waste. I would want it to go to someone who would actually play it and enjoy it. I'm sure those people exist, and that's great. And I hope that this game finds them, and I hope that this company is
Yeah.
successful reaching those people. But
Yeah.
I am not one of them, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. The whole thing. It's because it's so bad.
Yeah. I thought when you first said it, I thought you were really into this, and I was like, wow, that's very different from my take. So you picked it, but good.
I gotta call out John Zook
Okay, call it John Zook.
because he's made a bunch of comments, which
Okay.
I appreciate. And he's super into green beans. Ate a whole bag of green beans. Should have got the bigger one. Earlier said I want deep fried green beans.
Okay.
So yeah, and also into junk food, which is great. He said he'd eat at Mr. Charlie's every day if I lived there. So thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thank you, John Zook. I'm a fellow green bean fan. Green beans are a very good, simple dish to make if you want to add a vegetable to your meal. It's very easy to forget the vegetable sometimes on a throw together meal, but you just steam some green beans, especially if they're like ready, prepped ahead of time. Pay a little more for them. Steam them, then dress with a little olive oil and salt, and they're perfect. They're great. Or
Yeah.
stir fry in like an Asian dish. Get them nice and brown and spotted. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Kate says she'd rather play Monopoly than this vegan Cards Against
I'd
Humanity.
rather play Monopoly than the regular Cards Against Humanity too, because there's strategy, you need to think, and
I like Monopoly. I think it's fun.
It's a good game. I mean, it's classic. No wonder it's been around for 100 years.
We played a lot of Wingspan in Rhode Island. Very good.
Wingspan. Never heard of that.
Very good.
There's not a Catan family.
We used to be Catan, and
Katie's family.
played too much. What's that?
Katie's family does Catan or did Catan.
Oh yeah, that's how I learned Catan.
Oh, okay.
Got all the expansion packs.
Very good. The closest we've come to that is Ticket to Ride, which is I think a different level of nerd.
Yeah, a solid game, but you should elevate. You should elevate a little bit, Matt. I think you'd like it. The strategy, the math.
Catan or Wingspan?
Definitely Wingspan, but also Catan. Yeah.
Okay.
When Catan, basic Catan, is fun but fairly basic. But once you start adding in some of the expansion packs, like it gets pretty. It can get pretty high level.
Yeah, sounds like it. Anything with an expansion pack, it's got to be high level,
right?
Speaking of games, I played Zelda while I was sick. I got into the Zelda that I started but did not finish, the retro Link to the Past, and I beat it, knocked it out in a week or so.
Wow.
So that was good. It was nice. felt like I needed to get that thing done. I had started it, didn't finish it. Was still paying $4 a month for Nintendo Online, so canceled that subscription now.
Steven likes Risk. Kate likes Wingspan. Carmen says that their family tried Ticket to Ride and never got through it.
Never got through it. Yeah, it takes a long time the first time you play, and it takes a long time even after that. Like if you compare it to like an online or a game, you can buy like an app version of it, and that you can play a game in like 5 minutes. But to like actually shuffle the cards and play with real people, it takes a couple hours. So I understand why you wouldn't get through it, but I think it's a good game. I enjoy it. It's not amazing. It's okay. It's pretty good. Okay, enough about games. Enough for this show too. We're done. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks everyone for bearing with us during that lengthy 2-week break we had. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more stuff. Hopefully there's stuff happening. I don't know. I'm a little like the fact that we were away for 2 weeks and this is all we got makes me a little bit worried that tomorrow is not going to be anything different besides today's stuff. But I got a couple articles that I've packed away for another day. So we'll have something to talk about.
Excellent.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Happy
Later.
Tuesday. Okay. Bye.